Hello and welcome. I am Zerbraxi. I already gave my personal to-do list for the pre-patch, but there are so many more things. There's so much to actually do in this pre-patch come Burning Crusade, so I need to give you some more because I didn't go over enough. So here are 6 more things that you can do during the pre-patch to get ready for the Burning Crusade. Let's go. It's patch day. You log into your character and... wait, actually, no you don't. Before you can enter the world on a character, you'll be abruptly prompted to make a choice. The forums and the internet seem to be having a very large amount of confusion about this, so let me see if I can provide some clarity for those who need it. Before you can log into your character, you'll be asked if you want to keep that character in Classic Era, move it to the Burning Crusade, or clone it to both. As of the recording of this video, the time in which you have to decide this for each character seems to be whenever you try to enter world on that toon, so it looks like you do have plenty of time to decide. Here's what your choices mean though. Classic Era will move your character onto a permanent vanilla version of your realm, where it will exist within vanilla content forever. It cannot move up to new expansions, but it will live untainted in the original World of Warcraft. Moving it to the Burning Crusade is essentially the default option. The character will now be able to move on to the new expansion, and you can play that character into Outland and beyond. These two options are essentially different servers of different expansions. The third option is to have both options, where you can clone your character to a permanent vanilla realm and keep your character onto the Burning Crusade realm. The cost of this service has changed, but it used to be $35 US. Holy cow! Thankfully, it's at least now $15, which is better, yes, but it's still a pretty large amount of money for what amounts to be a database duplication similar to what we do for free on each and every PTR. Keep in mind that you will have to make this choice for each individual character, which means that yes, if you want to use that cloning service, it costs $15 for each character. Holy cow! There are a lot of people who are worried about things like character names, but essentially treat the Classic Era and the Burning Crusade Era servers as completely separate clients where 2 characters of the same name can exist on both. However, with the planned server mergers of vanilla-only errors, this could cause more problems. Oh, but if you do plan to keep your character on Classic Era or you do clone, keep in mind that this still comes with some more interesting caveats. For example, your character on Classic Era will now be guildless. Yes, everybody, even the guildmaster. All guilds need to be recreated from scratch on the Classic Era. Whatever, honestly, this is already exhausting. While there are plenty of criticisms that could get levied at the clone service, which thankfully for you all we don't have the time to go over right now because that could be its own separate video, but the thing that's so impressive to me is that despite all the information that Blizzard has given out about this service, the way they're deciding to do it is just leading to more questions and more complications and the need for more clarifications. For example, I just spent a page of my script, a full page detailing how this clone service works, and I am confident I'm still going to get questions in the comments asking for a clarification on a detail, or if this happens with this, or how this works in this other way. The way Blizzard is doing this is surprisingly simple on the surface, but also very unnecessarily complicated, and there are still details I didn't go over, so I hope I did it justice, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. I really am. Once you finally do get into the game, you'll notice that all of your talent points will be refunded and all of the new TBC talents will be made available to you. I probably don't have to explain much about this, so feel free to take a look at your new talents, play around with them for a bit, or just look up a guide like I know you will and do whatever some random person on the internet tells you to do. Never listen to random people on the internet. They typically have no idea what they're talking about. Oh. Along with the talent change, there's also something else to look for that I don't see get mentioned all that often. Be sure to go to your Clash trainer and go learn the skills that you might now suddenly have available. There are some abilities that are new, and there are some that used to be talents. For example, if you're a mage, you now have Ice Block baseline instead of it being a talent in the Frost Tree. So be sure to go train that skill, or you're gonna look really foolish in those early dungeon runs. Let's take a quick little shift here into another thing that you can do to prepare for the Burning Crusade during pre-patch. In my last pre-patch to-do list, which you can watch by hitting the card on one of the sides up there, I always forget which one, and you can also, by the way, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. You all tell me I suck at plugging my content, so there it is, the most subtle and smooth plug you've ever seen in a video. Nailed it! In the major cities of the Exodar and Silvermoon City, you'll be able to train jewel crafting, and as of the PTR at least, all of the recipes were available. While not a massive game changer for many, this is a huge way to prepare for TBC launch by getting your jewel crafting to 300 before even stepping through the Dark Portal. Even if you're not someone who has completely full bank alts worth of jewel crafting materials, the JC profession is an incredible moneymaker come TBC, so getting a start on it during pre-patch will be very much worth it. Taking that time to get ahead of others by leveling this new profession may allow you to get a better hold on the market early, which could yield some very positive results for quite some time. Once you're done chopping rocks though, you might remember that there's an entire event in questline happening over in the Blasted Lands at the Dark Portal. Or you can be like me and make 2 videos on the pre-patch so far and completely forget to mention this somehow. Don't be like me, kids. Be better. If you're level 55 or higher, then you can make your way over to the Dark Portal and pick up the quest Into the Breach. You'll be tasked with killing 6 demons that are rushing through the portal, and you'll be rewarded with a tabard that makes you a rather sparkly boy. You'll definitely want to group up for this because there are going to be loads and loads of people camping the portal and tagging these mobs. Well, it's gonna be a nightmare. Actually, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure this invasion is just going to be a bloodbath for the demons as a lone Felguard enters the portal and is faced with 2,000 bloodthirsty players with axes in hand. Yeah, actually, I think I'm becoming a bit of a demon sympathizer on this one. I genuinely feel bad for those guys. There's been a bit of a new discovery as well since the PTR that you can get netherweave cloth in the pre-patch. For those of you who do not know, netherweave cloth is the new cloth drop in Outland. However, since the mobs over near Karazhan are bumped up for the pre-patch to be level 70, well, these mobs can actually drop that netherweave. Keep in mind that the mobs really are like 10 levels higher than you come pre-patch, so you're gonna need some people to lend a helping hand on this one. This little tidbit is clearly more for the hardcore players who want to be as prepped as possible for the Dark Portal, but if you do want to have an early stockpile of tailoring mats the day of launch, killing these high-level mobs outside Karazhan will be a good way to do it. The final point I want to go over today is another quick one, but it could be pretty fun for those hardcore and casual players alike. For any of you who didn't clear out every quest in Azeroth to get the extra gold rewards, you can prepare 20 quests to turn in for the moment of launch of TBC. Unfortunately, this video, we're not going to go over the exact 20 which you should do, since that could be its own video, and others have honestly just done a great job going over that topic, and I don't know how much more I could really add to the conversation there. So please check out these wonderful videos from Metagoblin or the absolutely incredible Fake Cutie. Their videos on what quests to prep are really great, and you should check those out. You might be wondering though how this is casual friendly, and well, if you've not stepped through that Dark Portal at launch of TBC before, then let me tell you, it's going to be an absolute mess. To stay ahead of the wave of players will be almost impossible for most of you, and if you're doing any questing at all, it's just going to be even worse. What you can do though is get yourself to level 61 or close to 62 through these quest turn-ins, and you can make your way straight through Hellfire into Zangarmarsh to dodge that wave entirely. Well, mostly. Also, spending this short bit of time to get yourself an extra level or so could get you into dungeon groups a bit faster early on as well, and, well, hopefully the dungeon instances won't have too bad of a failure rate. I'm hoping they'll be good. Either way, launches are always a nightmare, and doing anything to get yourself ahead of that wave of players, casual or hardcore alike, does make everything flow so much smoother. Thank you all so much for watching this video, but before you go, please, wait. Can you hit that like and subscribe button, though? I already know I made the joke. I know I've already made the joke once in the video, but can you please hit the button? I really do appreciate it. You guys are seriously the best. I love the feedback that everyone's been giving me the last few months. And also, if you want to have more fun, more live fun, then please feel free to follow me over on twitch.tv/Zerbraxi, where chat rules my life. They tell me what I cannot do. They make me play with my keyboard upside down. They make me play with no UI. So, God, if you ever dungeon group with me and you're on Mancrick, if I'm streaming, I'm sorry. It may not be a smooth run. I don't know. I'm getting really good, though, at the whole upside-down keyboard and no UI thing. But also, if you want to follow me for more thoughts and my spouting of random nonsense, both WoW and video game in general related, also follow me over on twitter.com/Zerbraxi. I almost said .tv again. I do that every time. But I think that's it. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!